Reacher Season 3, Episode 5, now out. Let's talk about it. So the newest episode of Reacher is now out for you guys to go and check out, and holy moly, this episode was filled with tension, on the edge of your seat, ups and downs, shocking reveals, shocking deaths. This just had everything in it, man. And it gave us the first time that I've ever seen this character Reacher be rocked before. Like, just straight up, I've never seen him like that. So let's get into it, because there is a lot to get into regarding this episode. So let's get to the first thing here. The death of the young kid who's working with the feds there. When the whole entire time, the person that they're holding has always said, the bodyguard, you could just tell, the kid was just too nice. He was too nice. And he was always trying to bait him into helping him. And he's like, come on, man, just give me a cig. Just give me your cig. Come on, just one. So, of course, he goes, fine, I'll do this once. And what happens is the guy drinks that alcohol, the rubbing alcohol, and he holds it in his mouth so that when he's about to light it, he spits out the cigarette and then spits the alcohol onto the open flame, which hits the kid, and then he smashes the kid down to the ground, and he just continuously stomps on the kid's head. Now, the shocking thing about it was how brutal it was and how we saw it. And just the makeup was fantastic, but that imagery of him just stomping on the kid's head and the kid just laying there and you're watching him just do it, and the blood, I was just like, no, not this. And I knew that this kid was going to do something to where the bodyguard would escape, but I did not expect him to get brutalized like that. And that was shocking to me. So this causes a chain reaction now. So now that they know, Beck knows that the feds are onto them because of the whole warehouse incident, that happens. Everything is starting to, change. Everything's starting to shift. And, man, and then you get like this gigantic reveal. So when the bodyguard is out, he's out, right? He's gone, and they're like, yo, Reacher, he's coming. If he comes, you're in trouble. So they destroy the massive, like, power system there that puts out all the power, the transformer. They take it out, and that turns it off. So now Reacher has an excuse to go up the road to make sure that no one goes in there. And then so Beck's like, yo, Quinn wants us to search everyone, make sure that there's no inside man, go and search. So they're all searching that. This is where the tension starts to come in, because now you got Reacher out of the house, and he's like, you need to empty your car. We're going to flip it so that when he comes around the corner here, he has to get out to help you. And that's the thing. So while that's going on, you're now thinking, oh, because we know Reacher has the badge that she dropped in the warehouse, and he's put in the pillow. And I think what they did really well is when they had the one guy cutting the pillow, and now you're thinking it, and then they showcase it there, and you're thinking, oh man, what's going to happen here? Are they going to find it? And Reacher's not, like, what is going to happen is the whole thing. You don't know. And just the tension, the atmosphere that they were able to build in that moment, especially when Reacher comes back, was fantastic. So what happens is the guy comes around, the bodyguard guy that escapes comes around, he gets out of the car, and this is where Reacher shoots him, and then Reacher's like, okay, we'll get rid of him. We also find out where they dumped the bodies into that, like, basically off this cliff into like this swirl that then the Rips just take the body and stuff. It's pretty brutal. But when Reacher gets back in the house, it's all about like this tension, and he gets in there, and Paulie's in there, the other guy's in there, and Beck's in there, and Beck's like, yeah, we found something. We really found something. Someone's working with the feds. And now you're thinking, oh, here we go. Reacher's thinking he's been caught out. He's getting ready to grab the clock because he's like, I'm going to have to fight my way out of here. And then it turns out the maid was working with the feds as well. I did not see that coming. I honestly did not. They found a phone in her room. I did not see that happening at all. And oh man, Reacher's just like shocked as well. He's like, wait, what? What's going on here? And then they find out that Paulie actually killed her, basically one shot, killed her, because, you know, the guy's gigantic. You see the size of this guy in this episode when he's walking next to the other guy that works for Quinn. Bro doesn't even come up to his shoulders. Bro is like rib height. And I was sitting there and I was like, yo, this guy is gigantic, man. Like, he makes Reacher look tiny. And in this episode, he rocked, and I mean rocked, Reacher. Because Reacher then says to him, like, why did you do that? It's the dumbest thing from a dumb man. And then he goes, well, really? And then Paulie, like, you know, Reacher punches him, doesn't do anything to his stomach, and then Paulie hits him. And it rocks. And I mean, I've never seen Reacher look like this. He's on the ground, and he's stunned. He is just like, it's as if, you know, it's that moment like when you're completely stunned because something so unexpected happens, that something you've never experienced before. You don't know how to react. You're just in a state of shock. That is what Reacher was. Reacher was in a state of shock. And this is from one punch. Just one punch. And it shows you that Paulie isn't just a pure physical threat at this point. And he made Reacher look like what Reacher made everyone else look like. And that's kind of scary. So then they get summoned by Quinn. They're summoned to go to Bazaar. And this is where Reacher's like, look, man, I've got to do this. I have to go. You know, is Quinn going to remember me? Maybe, maybe not. If he does, I'm going to have to find my way out there. And it's just like this whole thing, and the cliffhanger ending is like, Beck's like, are you ready to meet the boss? And Reacher's like, gets ready to grab the gun behind his back. And he says, I've been waiting for this for a while now. And that's how it ends. And I'm just sitting there and I'm like, this is only episode 5. We still have episode 6, 7, and 8. We still have 3 episodes to go. And I'm just sitting here and I'm like, yo, so far season 3 has been unbelievable. It's better than season 2. And it's just the atmosphere, the characters, everything about it. And I think they're doing such a great job and making this season feel very different from the first 2. But also testing Reacher in ways that we haven't experienced him so far in the show. Now, in the books, obviously I haven't read the book, so I don't know. But you know now there's a physical threat, which is Paulie, but you also know Quinn is a psychopath and can pull the trigger at any moment. So you're in this balance moment with Reacher right now. It's like, what's he going to do? What is going to happen next? And it's fascinating. So we find out that Beck and that are actually moving guns. That is, and Reacher's like basically like, yo, Teresa's dead. Like, they just killed that maid within minutes. Within minutes, man. Like, she's not going to survive. So, another fantastic episode, but let me know what you guys think. Did you guys enjoy this episode? Maybe you didn't. Smash it in the comment section below. Smash that like button, click subscribe, and I'll see you guys next video. Until then, stay safe, and peace out.